Hey, how about them tops, son?
All day, SEC boys. SEC, they supposed to be SEC. Crazy all day, baby.
You're listening to the RedOUT Podcast.
Hello and welcome into another RedOUT Podcast. I am Devin, and for those of you listening tonight, we got some bad news last week with basically March Madness shutting down and spring sports being shut down, any kind of entertainment being shut down. I mean, basically right now I would recommend everybody buy stock. Hey, Alex, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, pretty good. Can you hear me, Devin?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Sweet.
But I was just telling our audience about everything getting closed and shut down, and my suggestion would be that everybody needs to buy stock in Netflix and Hulu and all the streaming services because they are going to get a workout in the next few weeks.
Especially Disney Plus.
Oh, amazing. Yes.
If you have small children, get Disney Plus.
Yes, if you don't already have it, which my wife heard that Disney Plus was coming out like months before, and she's like, we're getting it. And I was like, okay, sure. I don't know anything about this thing, but sure, let's do it. But yes, with the daycare shutting down here locally in the state, jobs have been shut down with restaurants being closed. I mean, it's craziness. So I guess my first loser, or my only loser that I've written this week, is the sports world. Basically, the only thing that ESPN is reporting is like NFL stuff because there's nothing else to talk about.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess besides Kevin Durant coming up with being positive with COVID-19. But my thing is,
insane.
I was going to say, my thing is do you really worry with him being a professional athlete? I mean, do you really worry about his life? I mean, I would assume he would recover, I don't know. But anyway, so March Madness got canceled. All the Conference USA, or all conference tournament games have been canceled. Let's see, spring sports were canceled. The Derby got moved to September. Looks like Thunder over Louisville, which is the party / parade / whatever, getting ready for Derby. It's moved to August. Primary voting got moved to June. We were told by the CDC no groups no larger than 50, which in my business is not very easy to do. And then
it actually just got decreased.
Well, I was going to say, then it got moved to 10, and then we got a mandate from the governor today that, hey, Ross, how are you?
Hey, guys.
What's up, Ross?
What's up, Alex?
We got a mandate from the governor today saying that if we have a funeral, that it can only be immediate family there, or it has to be an immediate burial. So basically, we're not going to have any really like funerals anytime soon until that mandate's finished. Work on your headphones,
with this whole mandate, with your job and
More
everything. I was saying that I was literally thinking about like your profession as soon as I started to put two and two together, and pretty much was like, I got the updates like everybody else, but I work and I usually don't get the updates like everyone else until like maybe 30 minutes after if I'm lucky to catch it on my phone. And my first response was like, wow, what about healthcare? What about funerals? Like, I literally just had a conversation with my mother about how the funeral homes are going to work, and I immediately thought of you. Yeah. Your line of work is just like,
oh, everybody is.
It sounds like fireworks are going off right now.
Yeah, I think his headset's coming loose or something. In my field, it's just like every other field out there. it's becoming more and more difficult to do certain things. And like, for instance, I don't even care to tell the story. There's a funeral home here locally in E-Town that was in the middle of visitation, and they started running people off. So, yeah, once the governor made the mandate and the decree, and all the news went out, they it was around 5 o'clock or something. They went into their chapel and started telling people that immediate family was the only ones permitted. And so they made a lot of people mad. But at the same time, you have to understand that if they do not follow the governor, hey, Jake, if you do not follow the governor's words, you will lose your business license. He has the authority to yank that sucker away from you. Hey, Jake.
What's up?
The triumphant return.
Yeah, just barely. Just barely.
Sorry, we were talking kind of COVID-19 updates, kind of all the metaphorical crap hitting the fan, and nobody needs toilet paper to cover it because we've already bought it all.
It's funny. I went to the grocery like normally, like the week before that happened. So like I guess I'm sitting on a gold mine because like we're still not gonna need toilet paper for like another 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, no joke. The week before, I told my wife, and there was rumor at that point, it was like, yeah, all these idiots are buying toilet paper. And so I was like, okay. So I told Kara, my wife, I said, do we need to get just get a pack? And she's like, no, we're fine. We don't need toilet paper. And then literally like a day or two later, one of coworker friend, he went to the same store, and they were cleared out, and the manager told him he didn't know when they were going to get any back. And I was like, good God. So I'm going to be outside wiping my butt with, whatever, trying to, because all these goofballs have bought toilet paper.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but with having a family and stuff, we always just go to Costco anyway and buy, that paper towels and stuff like that in bulk. So yeah, we were pretty stocked up even before the scare started.
I went to Sam's because I had to buy after the show last week. I was making fun of so many people for buying toilet paper, and then on Friday, my job says, the funeral home says, we need toilet paper, and I was like, son of a bitch. Sorry.
Oh yeah, they were out Friday. They were totally out Friday because when I got home, it was just funny because it was on Facebook, like they were out.
Well, see, and it was about 2 or 3 o'clock when I went, and all the idiots were there. I went back to the toilet paper aisle, nothing. They're like, get some cleaner. Well, by the way, that was ridiculous too. There was no cleaner. Cleaners were, all the cleaning material was gone. All the toilet paper was gone. People were buying like multi-fold paper towels. I bet they don't even know what those are used for. I mean, and honestly, I had picked up one thing I was going to buy personally for myself. I set that down and I left, and I called my wife, and she's like, go to Staples. And I did, and I actually found a few rolls of toilet paper.
It's Staples of all places.
Staples. And it was their generic
it's all
brand
kinds of paper, guys.
Hey, as long as it does the job, we don't have to revert to the 3 shells. It's fine.
Sandpaper?
Yes. So last night, my wife sent me to the grocery. So I went to the grocery last night, and I went to E-Town's Walmart. When I walked in there, all the meat is gone. There is no burgers. There is no beef. There is no chicken. There is no pork. There is no lunch meat. There are no hot dogs. It was the most surreal thing I have seen in my entire life.
This is at Sam's or where?
This is at E-Town's Walmart, Elizabethtown's Walmart. It's just surreal.
Costco, all the chicken was out, but I could still get burger meat, and I bought some fish and stuff like that. Like, it was okay, but it was a madhouse. It was like last Thursday, so yeah, like the day after we did the podcast. So,
and another update for you all in the state of Kentucky, for those of you all who are not from here listening, the governor has shut down all dine-in restaurants. So if they have a drive-through or a carry-out service, you can still go, but there is no dining in. So a lot of the restaurants around here are getting hit. The barbershops are getting hit. Barbershops, nail salons, basically, and beauty shops Basically,
All
anywhere that
non-essential
people can
stuff where
congregate.
you can congregate.
Yes. Did anybody else watch the governor's update?
Not today, but yesterday I did.
Okay, so the funniest thing, you can go back and watch this, and I'm getting it secondhand, but it's still hilarious to me. First off, he talked about the funeral homes and only having immediate family for services. No public visitation, no public services. The second thing he started talking about was bingo halls in Eastern Kentucky. He basically called people out, and it was hilarious. He's like,
all y'all old people stay home.
No. It's even better than that. He's like, all right, bingo halls in Eastern Kentucky. Yeah, you guys in Pikeville. It was, I'm just sitting here waiting for him to go, Jerry, I know you got that bingo hall open. You need to close that down. But it's just the greatest thing ever when I heard that.
Well, because somebody called. They were like, hey, these things are still packed, man. Just so you know. They're spreading like wildfire.
And they're packed with old people. And they're the ones that are
it's like,
vulnerable to this thing.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
It's just the funniest thing.
What's funny, too, because anytime you see, like, well, why aren't you closing this? It's like, well, like 3 hours later, it's like, oh, yeah, by the way, all gyms are closed. Get the hell home. It's like,
there's no gyms. Which that's, yeah.
That makes sense to me, too. They're gross. Gyms are gross anyway.
Yeah, but so I'll just kind of go around and let you all talk about kind of your experience right now with the kind of the life of COVID-19 thus far. Ross, I'll go to you first.
Man, my job, I'm in sales, and they basically canceled and forbid any travel. So no flights, and then no driving anywhere. So, right now, some of the customers and prospects I'm talking to, they're still hanging on, but I don't see where almost any non-essential business is going to be able to stay open. Not like they're going to close for good, but it makes zero sense if you own a car repair place or something like that, or if you own some kind of business that's non-essential where, people are just bunkering down and staying home. That's resulting in me getting like cabin fever, and, my wife and kids are, my kids' daycare is still open. So like get a little bit of a break, but like, yeah, I'm just getting out of the house and stuff like that. I just want like a week. Give us a week of dry 60-degree weather so we can at least have some sanity. That's all I'm hoping for.
Alex, how's your life with COVID-19 going, buddy? Can't hear you, Alex. We'll go to Jake real quick while we're figuring out what's going on with Alex. What's going on with you, bud?
Well, I have been working remotely since Monday. I'm blessed enough that, I work for a bound credit union, so we're still open. We're going to close down our in-lobby stuff, but all our drive-thrus and stuff are open. We're going to keep making loans, all that good stuff. Don't everybody come get your cash. Cash is dirty and you don't need it, just FYI. If you walk into any bank and you ask for $100,000 cash, they're going to laugh you out of the building. Just so you know, the Garda trucks are still running, but nobody has that amount of cash just sitting around waiting, just FYI. But for me, no, since I do like legal and compliance and that kind of stuff, I can do everything remote. So honestly, I've been sat on a couch or a recliner in my PJs, just doing what I would do at work. Except today, wife and kid were home. So,
how old's your kid now, Jake?
She will be 10 months on the 21st of this month. So
she is probably crawling. Like my 9-month-old is now getting all over the house, and like my wife would go pick up the other one, and like he's just getting into my office and stuff. And that's what I was talking about. Just like keeping the focus isn't the same as it normally is. That's just my opinion.
Luckily enough, we've got one, and my wife can work from home too, because as you guys know, the schools are closed. But they are allowing a lot of staff to work remotely because kids are still doing their schoolwork. They're still turning it in either in like packets or which it's funny. It's like super duper quarantine. My wife was talking about it here in Hardin County, how they've made up all these packets because, the kids might not have reliable internet, or if you've got 4 or 5 kids, but you only have like 1 computer or 2 computers, they can't all reasonably do their work on it. So they've got like this system where the parents will like call when they're on their way, or like, do the buzz, because all the schools have buzzers to get in now. You like buzz, hey, I'm so and so to pick up this. Okay, cool. They'll walk out of the office, set it on a table, go back in the office, close the door. Then they'll buzz you in. Parents will come in, pick up the thing, and then leave. And it's like they screwing around, man. But no, Emmy
human
is.
contact,
Emmy is crawling super fast. She like flies upstairs now, which is terrifying.
She goes
Also
up the
good
stairs.
support.
She's already up to that point.
Oh yeah, she crawls pretty quickly upstairs. She won't walk upstairs
That's
yet.
awesome.
This week she did start stepping a little bit, 2 or 3, and then like just straight up eating. I mean, we got a video of her at daycare where they got her to take like the first ones, and they're like, "Come on, come on!" And she takes like 3 steps and then gets excited and just like rolls forward. You can see she just like ate crap. And I was like, "That's how we learn, babe. That's how we learn." Get back up. Let's go.
Yep. Abby was supposed to start daycare on Monday, and Kara and I had decided that we knew it was coming with the daycares, so I just told her, I was like, let's just hold off. If they don't close it this week, I was like, we'll start her next week or something.
Yeah, our last day is Friday, I think, with our daycare. So
yes.
Pretty much every daycare in the state's going to be closed after Friday.
Yes. Which apparently it's still open to healthcare workers.
Right, for the people like those, again, because frontline, but a lot of that is going to be like, when they were talking about it, they're going to do a lot of like very close like daycares, like to the healthcare facilities I think they were talking about, or like healthcare facilities hiring like daycare workers to take care of the healthcare workers' kids while they're at work, which again kind of makes sense because like we need all the doctors and nurses assistants like to be ready for when this thing does eventually break open.
Yes.
So,
Alex,
fun stuff.
let me go to you real quick. Can you hear me, buddy?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Got it.
So how was your COVID-19 experience?
Honestly, it's just very surreal. I finally was able to get everything that I needed for now, at least to just hunker down, not hoard everything, but just enough to survive if we do go into quarantine. And I work for a building maintenance company where we have like different customers throughout town. One of our customers just so happens to be the WKU campus, so I occasionally go there to see things, help deliver things, help work on stuff. And through the news that was passed out yesterday, they're moving students out. And it's unless you absolutely have to be here in Bowling Green, which is a case-by-case case-by-case basis, it's like, it's out. So everyone has been moving out just seldomly, and it's just surreal just seeing Bowling Green. Like, I mean, all the stores are packed. Yes. All the stores are packed. You literally will have to separate your trip. Like, if you get off work at like a certain time, you have to separate your trip before the stores close. Like, majority of them close around 6 o'clock, but I think Walmart extended their hours to like 11 or so. Don't quote me on that one. There's just signs on the door. But it's just, I mean, as an introvert, I'm okay without the socialization. Like, occasionally I will get stir crazy, but it's just, I mean, everybody I know is just scared. It's uncertainty. Like, I mean, this is just, it's serious. It really is.
Yeah.
Like,
yes. And luckily, you just heard somebody cough. Luckily, we are nowhere near each other. We are all like talking through a web page, so that's how it works. So we're not getting exposed. I will say, Alex just brought it up, but a lot of these stores that were 24 hours, like Walmart, they are closing now. Like Alex was saying, at like 11 o'clock, and they're still letting their people come in like for the night shift, and then they disinfect the entire store, which is a huge change. And I mean, I'm completely behind it. Don't get me wrong, but it was just. And all these other stores are actually adjusting their hours, and it's just a new reality. And it wouldn't surprise me here in the state of Kentucky within the next week or two that we don't get a curfew.
Yeah.
I know.
Quick question. Are you guys getting your own heads like I am? Like if you have like a little cough or a sneeze or something like that, it's like,
Yes.
do I have this? Like, it took me like, especially like the first couple of days this all broke. Like I was like freaking out. It's like, oh no, I've got to, it could be allergies, it could be a cold, it could be anything. It's like, do I have coronavirus? I don't know, man.
Jake and I have notorious bad allergies. His is a lot worse than I am. But
yeah, dude, I
think-
stay wheezy and sneezy and itchy. Like that's just like my normal existence. And the same way for Emmy, like she's always like, we call her like a pug. She just like sounds like half the time. So no, like Devin. You remember your dog Cody?
Yes, he was.
That's how she sounds about half the time. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm not worried about it.
So, and what I was saying though is I usually have like a sinus infection in the spring and the fall, and like the other day I had a cough and I was just a single cough and I kind of by myself in the car. I was like, "What's going on? Do I have?
I got
this?
the corona.
Did I get exposed? Yeah, exactly." But let me jump into what we're doing this week. So with March Madness getting canceled, I have sat down and worked, and we have a restaurant bracket. This works similarly to March Madness. What in the heck is that?
I don't know. We're not in the room.
What's going on is the four of us are going to choose which restaurant in our lineup or in this bracket is our favorite, with a majority. So it could be 3-1, whatever.
Yeah.
That team will move on to the next round. They'll move on to the Sweet 16. Now, I know a lot of people are complaining about the way that it's seated. The seating was random, and I will explain the seating. I basically went through, and I took, quote, typical burger places, and they were in a category. I put sandwich shops in a category. I put typical, like, chicken places in a category. Pizza places in a category. Sit-down restaurants in a category. There's kind of a variety category. There's breakfast places, Mexican places. Those all got a category, and they each got numbered 1 through 4. Each number corresponded to a part of the bracket. So 1 went to east, 2 went to west, 3 went to south, and 4 went to the Midwest. Went straight down through there, and the first category obviously was burgers, so McDonald's got number 1. That's how it worked. That's how I got the seating, and that's basically how it works.
Dude, it's just like the real bracket. Everybody moans and complains about seating as soon as they see it.
Yes,
but it all makes sense after a while.
Yes,
that's right.
I am going to put some rules in here just for us.
Okay.
Majority vote wins, like I just said. Number 2, we will allow challenges, but you get 1 challenge a week. Okay. So
what is the challenge?
Okay.
So the challenge is just like in the NFL. So let's say in the East, I've got Steak and Shake versus IHOP. If we all voted for, say, Steak and Shake, and somebody thought, well, IHOP's, you three are crazy, we'll do a challenge and we'll throw it out to social media. And we will let our listeners.
Wait, what if we tie it 2-2? I mean, is that automatically going to social media?
Yes, that will go to social media. And I actually have a separate window pulled up with a app called We'll Decide. And what I've got on here is I've got several different ones, but what I've got is I will post it to the Facebook WKU basketball page, the Facebook football page, the Facebook Towel Rack, the Facebook RedOut, Twitter's, the Towel Rack Twitter, the RedOut Twitter, and then each one of us, except for Jared, because he's not going to make it tonight, each one of us, we're going to do what's called Phone a Friend. So we're not going to call, well, you can go ask your wife or whoever you can get a hold of within the next few minutes after we do it. Okay, so you can ask them, what do you vote? What would your vote be for? Okay, so it can be whoever you want as far as the phone a friend. But once we hit a tie, that's what we'll do. We'll go to that, and that'll be that. Okay. Okay. Everybody's clear as mud, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. Let's do this.
Okay, so we are in the East. We have to do our play-in game first. For our first game, we have Crystal versus Hardee's. Jake, I will go to you first.
Oh, dude, it's Hardee's and it ain't close.
Okay. Ross, what do you got, buddy?
Hardee's all day. Crystal's just knock off White Castle.
Alex, what do you got?
Correct.
I'm going with Hardee's only because Crystal does not have curly fries.
Right?
Honestly, I'm glad you all put that in there, so I didn't have to vote because I've never had Crystal. And the sad thing is,
It's like a spicy White Castle.
I got a cousin I've got a cousin who was like a breakfast manager there or something, and I never ate there. I mean,
but
yeah, it's whatever.
Hardee's is better.
Okay.
Hardee's has bigger burgers and they have curly fries. Done.
Yes. So, as someone told me on Facebook, the East looks like the easiest division. So we'll go through this. Number 1 seed McDonald's versus number 16 seed Hardee's. Alex, what do you got, buddy?
I gotta go with McDonald's because they got me through some hungry, hard moments. McDonald's all the way.
Ross, what do you got?
I mean, this one's actually closer than the seating, I would say. I mean, I think Hardee's is very solid, but McDonald's, I mean, it's consistent. You know, you get multiple. I think Hardee's heading above is way better for breakfast than it is for the other meals. So I'll go McDonald's, but I mean, it's a lot closer than the 16-1 seeds.
Jake, what do you got, buddy?
I agree that it's close, but no, McDonald's has one thing that sets it apart, which is the fries, because they cook it in fake beef tallow. But no, Hardee's is better. Hardee's is better for breakfast. Hardee's is better for lunch. Hardee's is better for dinner. Hardee's is better for 1 a.m. Hardee's is better food. Like, I'm sorry, I like Hardee's a lot better.
Okay, so we got 2-1, and I'm actually going to go with Hardee's. So we have our first tie.
Boom.
Oh,
All right, so let's hit the wheel and see what it says. Oh, we even got a good sound effect.
That is a good sound effect.
yeah, that's a good sound effect. I like
All
it.
right, so we're going to the Facebook RedOUT page, and we will ask our peeps, and I will try to get this up, and we'll see. Yes, I will post this here momentarily, but the next matchup we've got is Lee's versus Shogun. Random as all get out. So
I was going to say, that was so random.
There's no crossover there.
Yeah, no, not at all. Literally,
No.
I don't think you could buy anything off of either one of them. Like, there is no menu crossover at all.
oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on one second. Let's see.
Soft
Jake,
drinks. They both have soft drinks.
Yes, Jake. What you got, buddy?
Oh, dude, it's Shogun. Sake bombs, man. Come on.
Okay.
You can't buy sake and beer at Lee's. I'm sorry. And Lee's isn't that good at chicken. Like, Lee's is okay. There's nothing wrong with Lee's. Like, I'll chow down on the buffet or whatever. Like, they're good. But no, it's Shogun all day, man.
Yes, completely agree. Okay, let's see if I get some good answers here on our post, and we will post that and we will update that next week. As soon as probably I'll try and do that next Monday, so that everybody can
Give
get
people
ready
some
for
time.
next week. Ross, what are you going with? Shogun or Lee's?
Shogun all day.
Alex.
Shogun because Lee's does not have pot stickers.
There you go.
Nice.
Hot stickers are good, man.
Okay, so Shogun is the upset there since Lee's was a 3 seed. Which I know.
I love the random. I'm sorry, like people can get mad if they want to, but I think the random seating is hilarious because it gives you a matchup like Lee's and Shogun. Like, so I'm down. Like, I'm down with it.
Okay, the next one is Taco Bell versus Gaddy's. Alex, what are you going with, buddy?
I'm a snob when it comes to tacos, but I gotta give this one to Taco Bell, honestly.
Nice. Ross.
Taco Bell all day.
Nice. Jake.
I'm singing the same tune, man. Taco Bell. And here's the reason. One thing about Taco Bell that you guys may not know. Do you guys know that, because everybody's got their favorite thing, you guys ever get the naked chicken chalupa? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I've heard of it, but I never got it.
Okay, so it's literally a chalupa shell made of fried chicken. Okay, there's no tortillas anywhere in this thing, and you can get it. It usually just comes with like this one of those like stupid seasonal ones they do, and this is how much of a fat kid I am. So bear with me. But you can get it stuffed with like lettuce and tomato, like normally that's how it comes, and cheese. It's like reverse. You can just be like screw the vegetables, and put beef and cheese in there, like a real fat kid. So, dude, Taco Bell. And if you order that, they will remember you a year later when you come back and order it again.
Nice.
Because that may or may not have happened to me.
Okay. So anyway, I was gonna actually vote for Gaddy's there, but I got outvoted. It's fine. I like Taco Bell, and it is a very frequent place that I like to go. But getting outvoted, that's fine. So that was a 5 and a 12. And so now we're going to the 7-10 Panda Express versus Penn Station. Jake, what do you got?
Penn Station for me. We got good fries, good sandwiches. Panda to me is just like overhyped, overpriced, like dirty
That's
buffet
ironic.
food. Like I don't like Panda Express at all. When it came to campus, I was like, oh yeah, that's cool, great. And then I tried it and I was like, oh, your rice sucks and your orange chicken's just kind of like mall orange chicken. Okay, cool, never again. So no, it's absolutely Penn Station for me.
Ross, Penn Station, Panda Express. What do you got?
I mean, Jake pretty much hit the nail on the head. Penn Station is up there with one of my favorite sub places, and Panda Express is very basic. So let's go with Penn Station.
Alex,
I'm going with Panda Express literally because, okay, when it came to campus, yes, I could see it. Like, I got burnt out when I was on campus a while. But just the off-campus location, it is great. Like, the one in Clarksville, this is just goes to show you how basic I travel. The one in Clarksville is honestly a lot better than the one in Bowling Green when it comes to terms of service and whatnot. But still, I'm going Panda all the way.
and I'm actually going to go with Penn Station.
All right.
Okay, here's my thing. Penn Station, money-wise, is not worth it to me. I get so frustrated with how expensive Penn Station is.
There's just like $8 sandwich. I get that.
But on the flip side, like the $8 sandwich will fill you up, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Where Panda, like they are stingy as all get out sometimes with their sides.
Yes, absolutely.
And they frustrate the bejesus out of me because you have to order a certain way or they can't handle it.
Yeah.
Like you got to order the rice, and then
I
you
totally
order
forgot
your
about
side.
their little cup where like measure it. There's like one nug of chicken too much. They'll like get off to the side. It's like, come on, man.
Jeez.
Yeah. So we got another upset here with Penn Station, the 10 seed. So Steak and Shake versus IHOP. Alex, what do you got, buddy?
I'm gotta go with Steak and Shake.
Okay. Ross.
Steak and Shake.
Jake.
Oh, you guys are high. I got 3 words for you. Chicken and waffles, guys. Come on. Any place that serves chicken and waffles deserves the win. I don't care how good Steak and Shakes, milkshakes are. You guys are crazy.
Okay. So we've got another tie because I'm going IHOP too.
Great minds think away.
And the wheel
IHOP is a mediocre breakfast place.
The wheel says phone a
mediocre
friend.
chicken
Jake.
tenders at that.
Jake, phone a
come on,
friend.
Me phone a friend? Okay.
Yes.
I'm good. I don't want to phone a friend. I know how my wife's gonna vote.
Okay, well,
Still
let's
gotta
have
ask
her
her.
answer. Let's have her answer and see what she says, okay?
Oh God. Hold on. She's upstairs with the baby.
That's
I'm down
fine.
here being a heathen.
No, that's fine. Do your thing. I know the greatness of this is The most random thing ever.
For a tiebreaker, I have to ask you. And just know that our entire marriage rests on this question. IHOP or Steak and Shake? I knew she was going to answer that way. She says Steak and Shake.
All right, so Steak and Shake moves on.
Damn.
Yeah,
She
All
freaking
right.
loves Steak and Shake, man. Which again, like Steak and Shake, great milkshakes. Like I will absolutely go for their milkshakes. But anyways,
steak burgers are solid too.
Oh yeah. I mean,
they're bad
good
Freddy's.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Alex.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I just had somebody comment
Alex,
on our post.
yes.
Sorry, I just had somebody
Good
comment on our
answer.
post, so I was just answering back.
Are you good, Devin?
Number 6, O'Charlie's versus number 11, Zaxby's. What you got?
Ooh, this is actually a tough matchup. I spent some time mulling over this. I'll get to go with Zaxby's.
Okay.
That's my man.
Okay. Ross, what do you got? buddy?
Zaxby's all day, and it's not even close.
Jake.
Same Zaxby's, and it ain't close.
Not at all.
All right, so Zaxby's moves on.
What was your vote going to be, Devin?
My vote would have been O'Charlie's because of their Wednesday pie day.
I was about to say the only redeeming thing that like they've really got is that pie. Day.
It's Wednesday pie day.
Yeah.
Zaxby's is good. The only thing that kind of turned my stomach a few years back, well, several years back now, was their birthday cake milkshake. And that thing, that was
I actually liked it.
That was straight diabetes. Okay.
Yeah, that's too
all
sweet
that
for me.
was.
I'm with you, Devin. I'm a strawberry milkshake kind of guy.
So, okay, Jake, Panera Bread versus Pizza Hut.
Okay, so I feel very strongly about this one, as I do many of these because I am a fat kid. I love crappy food a whole lot. However, I deplore Panera Bread with every fiber of my being.
I completely
because they talk about how fresh their food is and how great it is, and the soup comes in a frozen sack, and everything's reheated. The only thing they do is bake bread, which, okay, great, yank, yank, so does Subway. But yeah, no, it is. I deplore Panera Bread. It is absolute Pizza Hut, and Pizza Hut's just an okay pizza place. Like I don't feel super strong about Pizza Hut, but I deplore Panera Bread. So Pizza Hut.
Yeah. Okay, Ross, what's your vote?
You know what? I'm gonna go Pizza Hut. I mean, it's not the best pizza in the world, but it's solid. I mean, I got one of their was it $20 boxes like a couple weeks ago.
Right, exactly.
Not bad. So we'll go
Yeah.
Pizza Hut.
$20 a meal. It's good.
Alex, what's your vote?
I would go against Pizza Hut because Pizza Hut actually used to be good at one point, but the only redeeming thing about it is their hit or miss buffet. Panera Bread is just overrated to me. Besides the original drinks that they have, like the teas and lemonades and whatnot.
That's true. They have good lemonade.
I just can't do it. So Pizza Hut has my vote.
So I completely agree. The nostalgia for me though is Pizza Hut because
Yeah, the red cups.
when I was a kid, well, you remember Jake, when we were kids, we would go to my grandparents' house on Sunday, and like very randomly, like they wouldn't want to cook or whatever, so they'd be like, "Go get a pizza." We'd run to town, get a pizza, and bring it back, and it was always like the stuffed crust pizza, which by the way, is the most amazing thing ever. And Panera Bread is garbage, so it's definitely a Pizza Hut vote for me. So Pizza Hut moves on. No surprise there, since they were the 4 seed. Finally, we are at the 2 seed Subway versus the 15 seed Applebee's. So what do you guys think? We'll go with Alex first.
Applebee's. All the way.
Applebee's. Okay.
He sounds surprised. It's like Applebee's. Who could like Applebee's? My goodness.
Okay. So I may
It's the
have
wings. It is the wings. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I may have an answer before the show's over on my personal Facebook page of Hardee's versus McDonald's, and this is very controversial. Apparently, I've got a lot of people arguing in my Facebook. So Ross, Applebee's or Subway?
Dang, trying to think, because neither of them are really. They're gonna lose in the next round. So, you know what? I'll go with the healthy option that's consistent, and probably is gonna maybe still be here in 10 years. I'm gonna go with Subway.
All right, Jake.
Oh, dude, it's Applebee's. Booze and appetizers. Come on, guys. Where else are you going to see where else are you going to see a drunk off his butt Marshall fan out in the parking lot naked fighting somebody? Come on, guys. It's Applebee's.
I'm pretty sure you see that every Saturday during football season. But anyway,
Exactly right. At the Applebee's.
I went to the one in Glasgow probably a year and a half ago. It was god awful. So that's probably where
It's a
I'm
great place to
slammed
people
back.
watch, man. You just
I
stare
agree
at the
with that.
bar.
That's how it is. Like, Applebee's is very sentimental to me because coming from Mayfield, Graves County, when finally the county got wet, it was able to allow alcohol sales. They built an Applebee's in town just for that sole reason.
That's right.
To be outside of a Mexican restaurant to actually sell drinks and hard liquor by the glass. So Applebee's
Absolutely.
is special to me.
so the Applebee's in Radcliffe is absolute garbage. Just heads up.
Oh yeah, it sucks, but
Yeah,
still.
yeah, it's pretty bad. So, my vote is actually Subway. I ate the exact same sandwich every single day when I went to Western. I had a turkey sandwich on honey oat bread with cheese and whatever and bacon and whatever. I had that every single day.
Everybody
Wow.
definitely has a usual at Subway for sure.
So
I'm a tuna guy. It's good.
let's go to the
Chicken
wheel.
teriyaki.
Let's go to the wheel and see what she says.
While we're all talking about our sandwiches, I'm a steak and cheese.
I already cleared that. All right, hold on. Let me update this wheel real quick. Because it was in Jared call somebody, but that's not going to work.
It's Jared. Call somebody. You're
Yep.
listening, bud.
Okay, so I'm going to post on WKU's football's Facebook page to see Applebee's versus Subway. And while I'm doing that, Alex, I'm going to let you kind of talk about George Fant's new deal in the NFL.
Yes. Shout out to George Fant. Congratulations. We're so happy, elated, and proud of you. He has signed with the New York Jets for a 3-year deal, $30 million, which $13.2 million, according to Adam Schefter, is guaranteed. 13.7 million guaranteed. And this comes from basically being on the Seattle Seahawks for about 4 years. In his most recent season being 2019, he did have 7 starts out of the 16 regular season games. He was a rotational 6th offensive player and was regarded for his protection for quarterback Russell Wilson. So this is going to go well for the Jets as they're trying to come off of a 7-9 season. Head coach Adam Gase is in his second year with the Jets. He previously had a stop in Miami, of course. And just this is a move that's not only going to be used to protect Sam Darnold, but Le'Veon Bell has not had a good first year with the Jets when he came off the holdout from about 2 seasons ago. So this is going to do wonders for a team that was ranked 31st. And it just shows as a huge testament for anybody coming out of Bowling Green, any local recruit, anybody going to Western. Like, look at George Fant. Look at Jack Doyle. Look at Tyler Higbee. Like, as long as you put in the work, you're definitely going to go far in the NFL. Like, it's not hard at all. But there's going to be guys day in and day out just will grind it out. You just got to grind it out with the best of them, and you're going to go places. Just use George Fant's story as a testimony.
Yes. Some other NFL moves. Tom Brady, rumored to go to Tampa. Is that confirmed yet or no?
It's rumored. All sides are to it, but they didn't report it as of today with the official signing, of course.
And now, okay, let me ask you all, because I haven't heard. I heard something rumor mill yesterday. Who is going to Carolina? Because I remember
Teddy.
was
Yeah,
Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater. Okay, I thought that sounds right.
20 mil a year.
So it's official. He is going to go to Carolina.
Yes.
So Cam's out then, right?
They allowed him he asked permission to be traded. So yeah, I'd say he's gone.
So what? Any word where he's going to go yet?
Not yet.
Not that I've
Okay.
seen. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
wherever him and Jameis Winston end up is going to be like fascinating.
Yeah, I could see Jameis going to like a Cleveland. It sounds bad, but he just doesn't have a lot of.
We suck again.
Yeah, I mean it sounds bad, but it's I don't know.
I know Chicago was pushing for Newton at one point, but today they just accepted the trade from Jacksonville for Nick Foles.
Oh,
so
God.
it's gonna be a weird competition between him and Trubisky, but I feel like Foles will end up doing a lot better.
Okay, so let's move over to the West real quick because I don't want to run out of time and I don't want to screw our listeners up or anything. Number 1 seed Burger King versus number 16 seed Colton's. I'm going to go with Jake first. What do you got, buddy?
Burger King is hot garbage. Burger King is so bad. Burger King, here's the problem with Burger King. The best thing at Burger King is processed chicken. Their burgers taste like something that I would make at home in a skillet with, like, it's bad. Burger King sucks. Colton's. And Colton's isn't great, but Burger King is hot garbage.
Okay, I take offense to that. But Ross, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Burger King's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, Devin. Definitely don't think it's as bad as Jake is making it out to be. I think the flame broiled can be decent. It's not like my first or 10th choice, but it's in a pinch. There's one down the street. We get it probably a couple times a year. So
And there's a gas station too, man. Go get some taquitos or something. Like,
Anyway, I'll go with Colton's. Like I've had a couple of good times there in Glasgow. So
Alex, you go ahead and then I'll put my vote in.
I've never been to Colton's. I would love to try it, but I just do not get the Burger King slander at all for one exact reason: chicken fries.
I was about to say, that's the only good they have. But they're not Chicken King. They're Burger King, and their burgers suck.
You're the one who said you picked IHOP for chicken and waffles.
And you can get a
waffles.
burger.
You serve anything on waffles, it's good.
It's IHOP, and you're picking their waffles. Come on, man.
And you can get a burger at Burger King at 8 in the morning. I mean, come on. That is just pure fatness for me right there. Like, I'm sorry. I'm going Burger King.
I actually have to agree. I'm going BK. And the reason I'm going BK and the reason you can't really listen to Jake is as a child, he ate chicken strips and A1 sauce, which, by the way, A1 sauce with chicken is like the most heretical thing you can ever say.
Still a solid combo. Still solid combo.
But my favorite thing at Burger King is the 2 for $6 Whopper and spicy chicken. Okay, first off, the Whopper is amazing. The Impossible Whopper is trash. I agree. But the Whopper is probably the best burger that Burger King has. The spicy chicken's pretty good. It's depending on which Burger King you go to, it can be trash. I agree. But I'm definitely going BK, so Colton's can eat it. The next one is a great random one. 3 seed KFC versus 14.
I mean, you know that Ross voted for Colton's, right?
Did you really, Ross?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he just didn't agree that Burger King was trash.
I'm sorry. I was completely zoned out. So
he heard the good talk about Burger King, and then he went to work on other stuff.
Yep. We will go to the tiebreaker here. Let's see what we got. All right. Phone a friend, Ross.
Let me go ask my wife, and then we can continue. So hold on.
Okay. But the next seed we have is the 3 seed KFC versus the 14 seed Red Lobster. Yeah, I won't lie, I was completely zoned out, and I just heard him say something about it wasn't trash, so I was like, yeah. So while we're sitting here waiting, I guess I can skip to my next quick. Sorry, I'm listening to see if I can hear Ross talking to his wife.
I mean, we could talk about Red
Well,
Lobster,
actually-
whatever.
Well, actually, we did have the offer for what's the kid's name?
I don't know. I didn't see it earlier. I saw you guys talking about it, but I hadn't had a chance to look.
Yes, the Towel Rack put out an article where Brandon White was offered by WKU basketball. So this young man is a 6'10", 2022 of North Rowan, North Carolina. He's been offered by Western Kentucky University.
All right, guys, I got my wife's answer.
He plays center, like I said. Okay, what's your wife's answer?
She went with Colton's because it is not just fast food.
Okay. Well, anyway, Brandon got his offer today. Check out that article on the Towel Rack. They've got some clips there for you to check out his highlights and stuff like that. Great article by Fletch. Put that out today. So check that out. So KFC versus Red Lobster. Alex, what do you got, buddy?
KFC, and it's not even close because the only thing about Red Lobster is the biscuits. Other than that, I'm not the biggest food fan when it comes to Red Lobster.
Okay, I'm going to vote real quick because I'm very passionate about their biscuits. I am going with Red Lobster. And another reason I'm going with Red Lobster is I am still furious at KFC. My wife and I went to try their new god-awful diabetes donut and chicken thing. And when I pulled up there to the window, or to order, I was like, I need 2 of those sandwiches, one for me and one for my wife. And they said, well, it's going to be 5 minutes. We have to put the filet in or whatever. And I said, that's fine. And she's like, so 1 of those. And I said, no, 2. Well, let me see if he's put it in. Okay. And then she's like, my wife's like, well, in case I don't like it, let me get a 3-piece. I said, okay, that's fine. So I ordered the 3-piece, and she's like, well, we don't have the dark meat. And I'm like, really? I'm like, everything I'm ordering you ain't got, or you got to cook. I said, all right, just forget it. Okay. So Radcliffe KFC, you suck. I'm voting for Red Lobster. Ross, you're up, buddy.
Fair.
So I remember Jake and I had a discussion about KFC in the group feed today, and I think KFC, if you go to the right one, it can be good as anywhere, but the inconsistency is the problem with it. I'm gonna go with KFC because we're from Kentucky, and there's a million other seafood that I like better, but yeah, the Cheddar Bay biscuits are still amazing. So.
All right. So Ross goes with KFC. Jake, what's your vote?
So it's not like it's not KFC, and it's not even close because the Cheddar Bay biscuits are so strong that they're amazing. But yeah, for me, it's KFC. I freaking love chicken. Their biscuits are not Cheddar Bay, but they're all right when you throw some gravy on them. And yeah, you're right. KFC. Yeah, for sure. So it's KFC for me.
So we have.
They also have chicken and waffles, by the way.
Yes, they do. So if I'm counting right, that's 3 for KFC then, and I'm the only lone person. Okay.
I do agree the Radcliffe one stinks, though. I'm with you on that.
Yes. You know what? I know. Yeah. Well, let me see if I have anything.
Not worth the challenge.
I was going to say, let me see if I've got anything later on that's worth the challenge now.
There's so many other things that could come up that are like better restaurants to fight over than KFC because the Radcliffe one sucks. Like,
okay, all right, I'll let it go. I'm sorry, Red Lobster. I tried.
Tried. Your biscuits are real good.
Qdoba versus Topped or Blaze. I put those in the same category because they're basically
the same thing. Yeah, they're the same thing.
But you basically walk into the place, you tell them what kind of pizza you want, they fix it there, they throw it in the little oven, and then you eat it. I mean, it's the same place. Let me see. Who did I go with first last time? I will go. Let's just do Alex. Qdoba or Topped or Blazed? What do you got, buddy?
Qdoba, and it's not even close.
Yes, I love Qdoba. Ross, what's your vote?
Qdoba.
Jake.
See, I'm not going to say it's not even close, but I just think Qdoba got a bad matchup. I think Top/Blaze is amazing. Like, I freaking love their little stone fire oven super fast pizzas. So I'm a Tops guy.
I am too. I like Top. Don't get me wrong. But between the two, I'm definitely going with Qdoba.
That's fair. Qdoba's
Okay.
good.
Yes.
It's definitely we'll get to it, but it's better than another overhyped one on this list.
Yes, probably. Most definitely. Fazoli's versus Jimmy John's. Jake, what's your vote?
See this again. This one's difficult. Like, I love the Jimmy John's. Like, you call them and be like, "Hey, man, I'm taking a dump on the 3rd floor of Grice. Bring me a sandwich." And they will slide that sunbuck under the stall for you. They do not care. So that's seriously good for them. However, I think they got mediocre sandwiches. Like, I think the delivery is the only thing that's keeping them in business. So I'm gonna have to say Fazoli's, even though like I don't love Fazoli's except for their breadsticks, which I'm pretty sure have meth in them because they're that good. But
At least crack.
yeah, no, it's Fazoli's for me, man.
Ross, what do you got?
Also,
Jimmy
Fazoli's is
John's.
from Kentucky.
Really? Okay, I didn't know
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, started in Lexington back in the '80s. But yeah, he said Jimmy John's. Boo.
Jimmy John's, I mean, it's very solid. You can go anywhere. It's consistent, and I mean, it's better than Subway and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of it. So, I mean, I do like sub places more than if I'm gonna get Italian, I'm not gonna get that Italian. So,
Kentucky Italian.
yeah, exactly.
Kentucky Italian.
Okay. Alex, what are you voting for?
I love Mazzoli's breadsticks. I do. But I've recently, over the past 3 years, I've grown to appreciate Jimmy John's more because of their oregano seasoning and the entire fact that I can actually order a sandwich with just meat and bread, nothing else that is included. I'm going with Jimmy John's.
Nice. I'm actually gonna go with Fazoli's as well because I prefer Fazoli's. I'm with Jake. Jimmy John's is just a very bland, plain sandwich. And
Thank you.
I don't find anything, like if I go past it, I'm like, ooh, Jimmy John's. No.
Like, I can make like I can't make those breadsticks at home. I can make that sandwich all day with like Oscar Mayer lunch meat. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it sounds bad, but when Ross was like, yeah, you go to this place or that place, yeah, you go home, you can make the same sandwich. It's fine, but it's whatever. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's go to the
I will
wheels.
say, interesting with Ross is everything's about consistency. Like 4 or 5 of his answers are like, yeah, you can get the same thing. You're in Texas, you're in Alaska. By God, I can get what I want.
I think consistency is very important for Ross.
It is important. I'm just busting your balls. It is important.
He's got to
I travel for work, so yeah, consistency
Yeah,
is
so
important.
you got to know it's going to be good.
and he has to know how it's going to react to his bowels, I'm assuming. So you got to know
That's
how
what I
you're
feel,
going to react to the flight. Great. Now I got to phone a friend. Okay. So I get to phone a friend, so I'm going to try and call my wife. Let me see here.
Yeah, I was about to say, dude, I woke up my baby with my wife laughing at me. So,
I think I know what she'll vote for, but we'll see.
that's why I didn't want to do the steak and shake. That's like the most unlucky one because Sarah freaking loves that place. And the only one in our
Okay.
county
Zoli's or Jimmy John's?
sucks.
Hold on 1 second. Okay,
I
go.
would say Fazoli's. I don't like Jimmy John's.
Okay, there you
Boom.
go. Fazoli's, it wins. All right, thank you. Bye. All right, so Fazoli's moves on. Which, by the way, the next week's Fazoli's versus Qdoba is going to be a crazy one for me. Not even lying.
Yeah, I'll have to think about it.
So the number 9 versus number 8, Culver's versus Bob Evans. Alex, what do you think?
Culver's.
Al-
Culver's because of butter burgers. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
we
you're
got you.
fine. Ross.
That was a
Butter burgers and cheese curds, Culver's all day.
Jake.
It's Culver's, but not because of the burgers. It's the curds and the custard, baby.
Okay, so quick story. I had to do my clinicals in Indianapolis for mortuary school. So I was driving back, and it seemed like every 3 miles, I kept passing a Culver sign. So as soon as I got to like Jeffersonville, I had to pull off and get me a burger. It was just one of those. And by the way, their burgers are good. The custard is great. I'm not a big cheese curd fan, but the onion rings are amazing too. Bojangles versus Longhorn. Jake.
See, this one, it was hard for me because I really like both, and I might actually written this one down. Like I went through a few of these today when I was working from home. What bracket are we in?
We are in the West.
I wasn't following. Okay, so that's the front. That's the mid.
This is the 6 versus 11.
Yeah, West was the one I didn't get through. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Longhorn.
Ooh, okay.
Just because sentimentally. So first off, I didn't have Bojangles until it came to Bowling Green, and it hasn't just a year and a half, 2 years ago. So first, the full disclosure, I haven't had extensive Bojangle experience. I do like them. The one in Bowling Green is not that good. It's not as good as some of the other ones I've had, but Longhorn, I had been at Governor's Scholar for 3 weeks and had not had a real decent meal. And all I told my parents was I want to come home to Bowling Green during my visitation day. We get to do whatever we want and order a 22-ounce porterhouse and eat it and black out for 4 hours before I have to come back. So that's what I did. It was great. So I'm going to go with Longhorn.
Ross.
I mean, Bojangles is a solid chicken place, but I mean, Longhorn is actually kind of a higher end chain, and it's the steaks are amazing, the food's good, so I'm going to go with Longhorn.
Alex.
I'm going to go with Longhorn because of their seasoned rice.
See, now this is the kind of the plus and minus system for me with this. I love Bojangles Bow Rounds. I don't know if you've ever had those.
Oh, they're good.
Those are amazing, and I've never had anything like it since. The Bojangles that was in Radcliffe closed. And yeah, it was only here 6 months, maybe.
Yeah, it was super busy and then dropped off. It also was not very good.
It wasn't the best.
I don't know what it is. Maybe you just got to be south of. Maybe you got to be in the deep south to actually get good Bojangles. I don't know.
Carolina's the heart and soul. You go to Carolina, it's on every corner.
Well, maybe that's where we need to get Bojangles.
Their sweet tea was really good. I really like Bojangles, but Longhorn, of course, Longhorn's really expensive too for a steak. I mean, there's other places that have have good steaks that are cheaper. But yeah, I'm going to go with Longhorn too. Excuse me. Cheddar's versus Papa John's. Alex.
Cheddar's.
Ross.
I'll go with Cheddar's.
Jake.
Also going with Cheddar's. Papa John's got too much sauce on it.
I love Papa John's pizza, but
I know you do. Bless your heart. Sorry.
I got to output it there. That's fine.
I'm glad we had to phone a friend on that.
Out of those two, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hard matchup for Papa John's.
It is. It's fine. It's fine. Freddy's versus Arby's. Jake.
This one is hard for me because I like both of these places way too much. They're also, Devin, you know where I live, within spitting distance of my house.
Yes.
I gotta go with Arby's because you can get the Meat Mountain. You guys ever get the Meat Mountain?
No. Maybe
it's
have.
Literally, it used to be a joke, but like one of those hack items, secret menu. But they thought it was so funny they made it a real menu item you can actually order, and it's literally one of every meat that they have in the place. So it's the roast beef, the chicken, the buffalo chicken. They put 2 mozzarella sticks on it. It's it's a heart attack, but it's just so hilarious that it's So it's Arby's for me. Plus, it got good milkshakes.
Okay, you said Arby's. You said I'm sorry.
Arby's, yeah, I'm Arby's. I said Arby's.
Ross, no, you're fine.
Arby's. I mean, I think he said it's a close matchup, but Arby's is the curly fries put him over the top.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
Alex.
Yes. Sorry, I was deep in thought.
No, you're fine. Arby's versus Freddy's.
Arby's, no question.
I actually loathe Arby's. My wife loves Arby's. But I will bow to the majority here, and we will go to Arby's.
Freddy's is good though. It just got a bad matchup.
I like
it did.
Freddy's.
It
We
really
go
did.
to Freddy's all the time, but
Yeah. By the way, Radcliffe's Freddy's, it just came in, maybe a month or so ago, Jake?
yeah, it's month 2 maybe.
Yeah, month 2 I think it's probably month 3 by now, but it's like the first month, I don't think you could get near the place.
Yeah, dude, it was packed. Like, their
ridiculous.
drive-thru was wrapped around like the corner. It was pretty crazy.
Okay, so I do have some updates. Sorry, let me pull up the. Okay, that's not that one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and rule on the Hardee's McDonald's. Well, I'll give it a little more time, but with the Subway Applebee's. Right now, we are sitting at 21 votes for Applebee's and 12 votes for Subway on the WKU football page. So, if you would, you can go
that's
ahead
a lot
and vote.
different than I thought it would be.
Yes, you go ahead and vote on there, and I will check Monday or Sunday night or Monday morning, and we will update our brackets with the winner. So if you guys wouldn't mind just go ahead and sharing that and doing all that good stuff so we can get as many votes as we can. We are going to jump to the South real quick. We're going to try and do this as quick as we can. I realize we've been at an hour, but we've had a lot to talk about tonight. So the play-in match, where did I put it? There it is. Okay. The play-in match is Ruby Tuesday versus the unknown Taco John.
I've been to Taco John.
You've been to Taco John? I've never been to a Taco John. It honestly sounded like if Taco Bell and Long John Silver's went bankrupt and they just conglomerated into one. But Jake, go ahead. Taco John versus Ruby Tuesday.
That's hard for me because like I don't have I just I had Taco John that one time. It was pretty good, and kind of same thing for Ruby Tuesday. God, I don't. Honestly, I do not. This one's one I don't really care about that much. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a toss up for me. I'll go with Ruby Tuesday just because I like burgers better than I like tacos.
The thing with Ruby Tuesday for me is their salad bar, and I don't like salad bars. They've got a really good salad bar. Ross, what's your vote?
I'm not passionate about this one either. It's a good play-in game one. I'll go with. I haven't been to Ruby Tuesday in probably 15 years, so I'll go with Taco John since I've been there more recently.
Alex, what do you got, buddy?
Thank you, Ross. Taco John's is near and dear to my heart. It is the crown of far West Kentucky. We'll get into that discussion later. Shout out to Fletcher. But Taco John's, hands down, because they're potato olays. It's like the spicier version of the Fiesta potatoes. And it's just literally circle-shaped tater tots, but spicy. It is so good. And they have Mexi rolls, which are to die for, but enough shameless plugging Taco John's.
There is a Taco John's in Glasgow now, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I will. Yes. Whenever I make it back home eventually, I will definitely have to try out Taco John's. But let's go to the wheel and see what the deal is. All right, let me go to our RedOUT page. Well, actually, I did that already. Let's go to a different one. This wheel sucks tonight. It must be stuck on one thing. All right, we are going to the basketball page, and we are going to post on there and see what all these people got to say. All right.
You're going to get some mad boomers on there.
This is the most random thing sometimes, but I love it. I think it's great. Poll.
What's the next matchup? While you're doing that, we can talk about it.
Yes.
Okay, so while we're talking about it, I have the 1 seed Sonic versus the 16 seed Five Guys.
Oh, I feel very strongly about this one.
Okay, Okay, Alex, why don't you go ahead while I'm typing this up and discuss your thoughts?
I'm got to go with Sonic.
What planet do you live on, Alex? What?
The planet of realism. Five Guys is just too expensive. And
Yes, it is. Yes,
not to
it
mention,
is.
Sonic has I've lost count of how many different drink combinations they got.
That's
How
right.
can you argue
Sonic
with
exists
that?
for drinks.
How
Sonic
can you argue
exists
with
for
that?
drinks. Drinks
And
and corn
actually-
dogs. That's all Sonic's got going for him.
The specials is literally what keeps them in business. Also,
The happy.
mozzarella sticks.
So, Ross, what's your thoughts, buddy?
I mean, I'm gonna go with Five Guys. Sonic is dying a slow death. I mean, my small town outside of Louisville, the one disappeared probably 7 or 8 years ago. I don't know if the Glasgow one's still open. I mean, I think I can only think of one or two even still left in Louisville. So like, I think Five Guys is amazing. Like the fries are amazing, the burgers are great, shakes, hot dogs, peanuts when you walk in or entertain yourself. Like Five Guys is amazing, and if you were truly seeing this, there's no way it would be a 16 seed. So,
Okay, Jake, what's your vote?
It's Five Guys by like light years. They are some of the best chain burgers you can get. I do not care if it's $5 and some change for a hamburger, and then like $7 when you get the fries. Whatever. It's so much better than Sonic. It's not even close. Like Sonic's not even a top normal chain, much less competing with Five Guys.
So
Devin's from Scottsville. He's saying Sonic because of the drive around.
well, okay. Coming from a small town and a redneck town is that, like Scottsville, that's what you did. That's what you did. You cruised around
It's
Sonic.
cruising the strip. You go around the Sonic and come back.
You would cruise around Sonic, do a burnout or whatever, go up to the square, come back, or do what that's how it was.
Sounds just like Mayfield.
Yes, it probably is. And I actually remember, like, before football games on Fridays, several guys would go to Sonic. That's what the hangout was before the football game. And then we would go back. We'd have to go back to be ready for the game and all that. So Sonic is very nostalgic for me. I love Sonic. Sonic's got great food. It's got great drinks. When you go to when we went to college, for those of you in college listening, you can drink like 2 or 3 inches of whatever you've got, and then add alcohol to it, so it makes it even better.
That's fair.
If you're underage, that's not a good idea at all.
Don't do that.
No, we don't condone underage drinking here on the Tower Rack.
No, no,
Red
no.
Out Podcast.
My vote is actually going to be for Five Guys because they have the best. They've got some of the best burgers, but they are expensive as all get out, man. Five Guys is expensive, so I am going to go with Five Guys. So that puts Five Guys above Sonic, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
We're going to go the 3-seed Popeyes versus the 14-seed Cheesecake Factory. Jake, what's your vote?
It's Popeyes. Cheesecake Factory is overrated, and I do not need a menu that's longer than some novels. I'm sorry.
Yes, I agree. Ross?
Cheesecake Factory's solid, but I'm going with Popeyes.
Alex?
Popeyes, all the way.
I completely agree with that. And I will say their newest chicken sandwich, when everybody went crazy for it, I didn't get it, but probably a few months ago I got it, and it lives up to the hype. It's really
real good.
Yeah,
It's all good.
Number 5 seed Chewy's versus number 12 seed Chuck E. Cheese. Alex?
I'll go with Chewy's on this one.
Ross?
Chewy's.
Jake?
Yeah, it's Chewy's. I laugh
Yeah,
on
I
Chuck E.
agree.
Cheese.
The only thing that happens at Chuck E. Cheese is you get drunk and you punch the mouse, and that's about it.
That's right. Get that.
Buffalo Wild Wings, number 7 seed, versus Quiznos at a 10 seed. Jake?
Oh, it's beat-ups. Too many memories of beat-ups. Beer and wings. Gotta love it.
Ross?
Quiznos is solid, but yeah, exactly what Jake said.
Alex.
Quiznos literally just died out. It used to be so good. Now you can barely find one unless it's at a truck stop somewhere. So beat
That's
up.
true.
When I was in high school, Quiznos was really big. So it's probably been about 15 years ago now. And I loved Quiznos. But I'm definitely going Buffalo Wild Wings too. So that's a unanimous vote there. The next one is a no-brainer for me. White Castle versus Huddle House. Jake, what's your vote?
So I know which way you're going. And I'm either way. Honestly, it's White Castle, and the reason I'm saying White Castle is because the Crave Crate or case or whatever it's called, every 6 months you decide, you know what, I want some White Castle, and then you get it, and it's delicious, and everybody loves it, and then you spend 4 hours on the john at 2 a.m. regretting that you were ever born, and you swear not to get it again, and 6 months later you go get more White Castle. So for me, it's White Castle.
All right, guys, a few more details.
Yeah. No idea what that was. Ross, White Castle or Huddle House?
Huddle House is garbage. White Castle all day.
Alex.
Breaking Devin's heart.
Y'all breaking my heart with this one. Huddle House.
This one's going to be a tie.
I'm going White Castle.
Are you really?
Yeah, I love White Castle, dude.
Dude, I used to think that Huddle House in Scottsville, because I had never seen another one, was like the only one.
Yes, I completely agree. It went out.
Didn't that one, close and then come back?
Yes.
Yeah.
It closed and then came back in, and I was like, really?
Up on that hill.
Yep.
Now, this one's going to be tough. Well, it's not tough for me, but I think it'll be a tie. We'll see. Number 11, Raising Cane's versus the 6-seed Texas Roadhouse. Alex, what do you got?
Texas Roadhouse chicken strips.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, Texas Roadhouse all the way.
Oh, yeah. Ross, what you got?
I'm going to go curveball. I'm going to go Texas Roadhouse.
Jake.
It's Cane's, and I know you're going to say Texas Roadhouse, so I'm challenging it. Screw this. Cane's getting screwed.
Oh, you're going to
Cane's
challenge.
is so
Okay.
freaking good.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see how we're going to go to. All right. Ross, would you mind posting to the Towrack Twitter the poll of Raising Cane's versus Texas Roadhouse?
Got it.
And I will make a note on my...
Yeah, that's the only food hill on this thing that I'm willing to die on.
My thing is I love Texas Roadhouse.
It's country Applebee's.
It is...
Very
slander,
descriptive.
sir.
That's very spot on.
That is slander, sir. But
It's country Applebee's. It's better Logan's.
Texas Roadhouse is the more affordable version of Longhorn. I like it a lot better. The rolls are amazing.
They do have good yeast rolls. I get
great.
that. They got good rolls. And don't they have like a cinnamon butter spread?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But yeah, no. Let's see what the people say.
Yes, we will leave it up to our listeners and our fans to tell us what should go on to the next round. But let's move on to the 13-seed Marks versus the 4-seed Domino's. Jake.
It's Mark's. Good barbecue, a decent barbecue for like a stop-in joint, and amazing mac and cheese.
Yes. Ross.
This is Mark's, and what was the other one?
Domino's.
I'll go with Mark's because Domino's is basic, pizza, and they're fine. But Mark's, their fried corn on the cob is amazing, and their barbecue's decent. So.
Yes, that's a good point. That fried corn on the cob is really good. Alex.
I'm definitely going to go with Domino's. I've never had Mark's Feed Store before. Sounds pretty good. I'm up for anywhere that has good barbecue, but Domino's is a childhood staple to me, just like Taco John's.
Mark's moves on because I am definitely voting for Mark. Mark's is one of my favorite places in E-Town to eat. Like Ross said, I love the fried corn. The cornbread is amazing. Barbecue's amazing. I haven't found anything I don't like at that place. So I think we may all be in agreement here. But since Sam's not here to defend it, Skyline Chili, the 15 seed, versus Firehouse Subs, the 2 seed. Alex, what's your vote, buddy?
I'm going with Firehouse.
Ross.
Skyline. I love Skyline.
Oh, wow. Jake.
Boy, y'all know where I stand. Skyline's a freaking joke, man. It's Firehouse all day. Skyline's expensive Hormel. Like, it's so bad.
Let me defend Skyline, and here's my thing. If you're expecting like at home, like, you know, whatever chili that you're making yourself, it's not the same thing. You go in it knowing that it's Cincinnati style chili, and the conies are amazing. And that's what you get. If you're comparing it to like different, you know, your own chili that your mom made, it's not the same thing. So
I'm going with Firehouse Subs as well. So Skyline Chili goes down. I do agree that, I mean, it's not going to be the same chili as what you get at home or any of that stuff. It's the Cincinnati style. If you enjoy that, that's fine. I don't. I am not a fan.
That's not fine. You're all insane and brainwashed. Cincinnati fumes, whatever.
Have you ever had it like as a coney, as pretty much a chili dog?
Yes, it's a chili dog. It's just a chili dog.
It's a good chili dog.
It's
Let's
okay.
get one.
I'm not gonna get it. I could spend 4 hours talking about why Skyline sucks. Every time I've been to Cincy, everybody's like, "Oh my God, you gotta get the Skyline." I'm like, no, I don't have to get the Skyline. I can get literally anything else in this town, and it's gonna be better food than Skyline, except for maybe 5-star because they suck too.
Texas Roadhouse takes an early 3-1 lead in the poll that's going to last for another 30 minutes. So,
oh, nice. Okay, so we will find out the answer after the show is over because we have one more side of the bracket to go. And then next week we will go into the Sweet 16 matchups. So the first one, well, we can't do the first one just yet. Well, actually, let me check and see. We will skip to the second one. I'm going to do Chick-fil-A, the 3 seed, versus Dairy Queen, the 14 seed. Alex, I'll let you go first. What do you think?
Dairy Queen, because of the blizzards.
Dairy Queen, oh my gosh, really?
Yes.
Okay, so Ross, what's your vote?
I'm gonna go with Chick-fil-A, but I mean I can see where Alex is going with the blizzards. I mean they're solid, and the chicken tender basket's great. But yeah, Chick-fil-A. I mean the chicken's amazing, and service is good experience all the time. So,
Jake, what's your vote?
It's Chick-fil-A. I'm fine with Dairy Queen. I'm not a 31-year-old soccer mom, so I'm not like super into Chick-fil-A, but I like Chick-fil-A better. It's Chick-fil-A.
First off, it's not just the food at Chick-fil-A; it's the service at Chick-fil-A. Like,
I can't argue
this
with
is
that.
true. This is very true.
They're all super nice.
oh my gosh, they're super nice. Like, they are not like hoarding sauce like McDonald's does, which makes
That's
McDonald's like I don't know how many times like I'll get like a 10-piece nugget and I'll be like, they'll be like, what sauce? Sweet and sour, honey mustard, you know, yada yada yada. I leave and I get home and I look in the bag and there's no sauce. Do they get like a commission on sauce here, people? What is the deal with that? I have no idea. But I'm definitely going with Chick-fil-A. I love Dairy Queen's blizzards. I do, but a part of it for me is not just like the food; it's the service. And like I don't, when they talk about people getting paid $15 an hour, Chick-fil-A's people should get paid $15 an hour.
Yes.
So Chipotle versus Cracker Barrel. Let's go with Jake. What do you got?
Dude, Cracker Barrel all day. Chipotle is the most overrated restaurant on this whole list. Like, all Chipotle can do is give 20-some basic white women E. coli. Like, it's so bad. Like name it. Okay, seriously. Since, I don't know if you guys remember, but like back in the early 90s, there was like a big thing, like E. coli was everywhere, everybody's freaking out. Like, can you remember another time besides freaking Chipotle giving it to everybody that it's been widespread? No, because people wash the poop off their hands and cook their food. I don't know which one Chipotle's failing at, but it's one of them.
Yes, I agree. Ross, what's your vote?
I think Cracker Barrel is one of the most overrated places.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, the breakfast is fine, but it's nothing better than Waffle House or IHOP or anything else. And the fact that you have to meander there, you go there at the wrong day after church or whatever, and you're waiting forever, and there's no booze, there's not. I mean, it's okay. So I mean, I'm gonna go with Chipotle, and it's mainly because I think that Cracker Barrel's overrated.
Okay, Alex, what's your vote?
That's just Cracker Barrel is a staple in the South, so I'm going with Cracker Barrel.
Yep. I'm actually gonna go with Cracker Barrel too. I agree with Jake. Like, I don't know if there was one place in Bowling Green that everybody got sick with hepatitis, but like I don't know any other place that you get sick with E. coli except for Chipotle.
Also, Chipotle's overrated. It's not that good. Like Qdoba is so much better than Chipotle, and nobody talks about it.
And it's very true. I will die on that hill.
Now, this one may be more regional. I don't know, so a lot of people may have more issue with this. Wings and Rings versus Mancino's. Alex, I'll let you go first.
I've never had wings or rings. I want to try it.
It's better B-dubs.
Yeah, it's like B-dubs.
Okay.
Okay.
I have to go with Mancino's just because they have a very awesome French dip sub, and their pizza can be good depending on the day.
Yeah. Okay. Ross, what do you think?
I mean, let's see. Wings and Rings is weird because it is. Last time I had it was in Dallas. The one in Louisville went out of business. It's in big towns and small towns. It's all over the dang place. And Mancino's is only in Bowling Green, right?
Yes.
I have no idea.
As far as I know, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. I'll go with Mancino's. I'll go with the local Bowling Green place. That place is pretty solid.
Jake, what's your vote?
It's Wings and Rings, man. Mancino's, give me some actual sandwich with my bread, please.
I'm actually gonna agree with Jake. I'm gonna go with Wings and Rings. So we have another tie. Let's go to the wheel and see what we got.
I keep wanting to call it the Wheel of Destiny.
I know, right? So Alex, phone a friend, buddy. Who do you got?
Okay, let me go with my dear Madre. I hope that.
She is not gonna have any clue. She's not gonna have any clue. Like what?
She likes Mancino's. She's actually been to.
I was gonna say she's gonna go with Mancino's because she's eating at Mancino's.
Probably.
Can I actually call people outside of this app, or?
You may be able to text her, but I don't think you'll be able to call her.
All right, I'm just gonna.
At least not while we're on here.
That's one of those we can get the answer and come back.
Yes.
I mean, it's gonna be Mancino's because she's actually had it, man. I mean,
I agree.
Right, yeah.
Has.
Which is
Not to
fair.
mention, isn't Wings and Rings a Central Kentucky place?
Yeah, they've got one in Bardstown, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know.
I mean, it's a national chain.
Yeah,
Really?
they've got them several places, but I know E-Town's got one. Bardstown has one, and Ross said he saw one in Dallas, so I don't know. I had never seen one until it came to E-Town, but so let's go to the next one while we're waiting on Alex to text his Madre. Rallies.
Waiting. Reply right now.
No, you're good. This is kind of the trash bin of the bracket. Rallies versus Waffle House. Jake, I'll let you go first.
That's slander, sir. Waffle House is fantastic. I freaking love Waffle House, man.
First off,
There is no
Waffle-
other place that you can go to in a hurricane drunk and
I
get
was gonna say,
excellent service.
Excellent is questionable there. Okay.
No,
You-
I want a woman named Deborah or Maud to slither up there with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth. Ash on the floor. What do you want, honey? Yes, dude, for sure. Waffle House.
Okay. Ross, Waffle House or Rallies?
This is another one that Rowley's is getting kind of screwed. But yeah, I'm gonna go Waffle House. Rowley's has the best fries on earth, though, so I'm gonna give.
Oh my God, yes. Yes,
Rallies does have
definitely
excellent
agree with
fries.
Rallies.
I
mean, Waffle House all day, every day. But like, I mean, man, those fries at Rowley's are great. So.
I have had the most questionable thing happen to me at Rallies. I guess their Coke machine went out, and the manager sent them to get 2 liters.
Nice.
Nice.
That was one
That's
of
the
those
most Rallies thing I've ever heard.
That was one of those I went, wait, I don't know if I want that drink or not.
Go get it 2 later.
But I'm actually going to vote for Rallies here. I'll go for Rallies because, one, they have the most amazing fries on the planet. 2, Waffle House is okay, but it's better if you're drunk on a Saturday night than if you like go on a Sunday morning.
It still holds up. We love Waffle House.
And
I do enjoy Waffle House.
Waffle House is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not good, but there's a degree to good. Like, and my thing is too, I'm sure I'll get cancer from it someday, but the banana shake at Rally's is amazing. But it is like this lime green color, and I cannot explain why it's lime green.
It's best not to ask.
Yeah, you just don't ask. You just kind of go with it. Alex, do you have an answer to our previous question?
Yes. As much as both Rallies and Waffle House equally have gotten me through countless drunk nights in college, mainly because of the central location of both of these next to campus. But
True.
I'm going with Waffle House just because the guilty pleasure of sitting at Waffle House on the side of, like, either in Bowling Green or Nashville or wherever, just the late night aspect of you can go either drunk or sober and you still won't get judged by the security person or the cooks or the waitress. So I'm going with Waffle House. And I finally
She's
got a
been
response.
drinking too. Don't worry about her.
Yeah, probably.
I finally got a response for the Mancino's Wings and Rings question. My mother, and I'm guessing she's going with this because of the name. Wings and Rings has a vote.
Wow.
Oh, Wings and Rings. Wow.
Major upset. We love you, Mom.
Yeah. Okay. We have 4 matchups left, and I know we've got a long show here tonight, so I'm sorry.
Nah, whatever. We knew it was gonna be long. It's fine.
We
It is
have
what it is.
This is a power matchup. I feel like Montana Grill sitting at an 11 seed versus Olive Garden at the 6. Alex, what's your vote?
I'm going to go with Olive Garden.
Okay. I will not comment. Ross.
I'm gonna go with Montana Grill. Olive Garden is it's okay, so I'm gonna go with Montana Grill.
So from what I'm learning here tonight is Ross is not a fan of Italian food.
No, I love Italian food. Just
He's not a
Just
fan
not-
of drive-through
He's not-
Italian.
yeah, drive-through Italian or basic Italian. Yeah, go to like a good one. I mean, hey, Carrabba's is better than both of those. So
Correct.
Hey, Jake, what's your vote?
I'll do this Montana Grill, jalapeno cornbread, baby. Come on.
Yes, Montana Grill's corn. That if you haven't had the jalapeno cornbread, I would
Dude.
walk through that place on fire to get their jalapeno.
Absolutely, it's so damn good.
Cornbread. And I mean, it has been on fire before, so.
Yeah, it definitely has.
But it's really good and it's really worth it. So the next matchup we have is the 13 seed Rafferty's versus the 4 seed Little Caesars, which by the way cracks me up.
Yeah, right. That's why I love
Jake.
the randomness. Okay, no, I like Rafferty's. Little Caesars is fine. It was one of those like college things. You go on a Tuesday, you get their leftovers for $1. Like that's great, but nah, Rafferty's is just a decent little sit-down chain, and also fried mushrooms there are excellent.
Oh my gosh, yes they are. Ross.
what was the 2 again? Sorry,
No, you're fine. Rafferty's versus Little Caesar.
Rafferty's. Little Caesars is garbage.
I like Little Caesars. My wife and I used to get the deep dish, which, by the way, is probably one of the better things on the menu. But I always feel sketchy as all get out going to that place to get food.
I mean, in a pinch or whatever, if you've got you gotta feed a bunch of people one for cheap. But yeah,
And the one in Radcliffe closed because the oven broke. Like, how
Oven broke.
broke are you that you
Really?
can't afford to fix the oven?
hot and
Alex,
it's ready.
what's your vote?
I'm going with Rafferty's.
It's unanimous. Rafferty's moves on. I did not mention this before, but the restaurant that wins gets to sponsor the podcast. So
That's right. Yes, just so you guys know.
it's just how it works. Okay. The last matchup for the night, and then we will update everybody for next week on Monday, I'll post the updated bracket. But we got Outback versus McAllister's. So those of you who do not know, McAllister's is kind of like a little sandwich shop. I know Jake threw out the basic thing, and Ross did too. McAllister's to me is like the basic B restaurant. It's sandwiches and soups and chips and fruit. I mean, it's
potatoes. Really
it's
good
definitely
potatoes.
the potatoes. Yeah, the potatoes are good though, actually.
McAllister's is good, but I will not deny that it is absolute like it's as basic as
Yeah.
Uggs and a PSL, man. Like
Yes, it is.
It's like a less pretentious Panera Bread.
Yes,
that's
Okay,
but better.
That's a good
But
comparison.
better.
Okay. So let's go. I'll go with Alex. I can't remember who went first last time.
Yeah, don't worry.
Outback or McAllister?
I'm going with Outback because I actually love their steak.
Okay, so I have a goofy thing. I like Chinese restaurants and Japanese restaurants. I swear that Outback should have to have Australians working there. I'm just saying that it just
I
seems
like
legit
that.
to me. Ross, what's your vote, buddy?
I'm gonna go Outback.
Jake,
Also Outback, Bloomin' Onions.
Outback. It moves on. It puts down.
McAllister's is good. I like McAllister's. It would.
Oh, yeah, I love McAllister's.
Several other
Don't get me
matchups,
wrong.
but yeah.
I do too, and I think if McAllister's had gotten a better seed, it could have gone on to the next round. But next week we will be moving on to the Sweet 16 in our bracket.
Do you guys want the update on Texas Roadhouse versus Canes?
Yes, let's
Sure.
do that.
Yes.
27 votes, which means it literally won 14-13. Texas Roadhouse takes it 52-48.
Texas Roadhouse moves on.
You're all wrong. Just so you know. Seriously, in the drive-thru, do you know what they tell you at the drive-thru? You know what they say? You know what they ask you?
Chicken, what you picking?
Yes. Chicken. What combo you picking?
That
I'm
is
sorry.
hilarious.
How does that
He's picking
lose?
what combo you picking.
That is hilarious. I will say that. If you would, you can add me on Facebook and vote on my personal. You can go to the RedOUT page and vote on that one. Applebee's versus Subway's on the football page, and Ruby Tuesday versus Taco John's on the basketball page. I'm going to tell you right now, it looks like Ruby Tuesday is going to move on. So, Alex, if you want to help them out, you can. It is 10-4 thus far.
Okay.
With one goofball comment that I hid because he's an idiot. So Alex, feel free to share that. Jake, Ross, whoever. Try and build the votes for your side.
Yes.
We will come back next week. We will do our Sweet 16 of that. We will update on the COVID-19 in our area because not only is it good for others outside to hear, but we want to let everybody know what's going on with us because this is kind of like documenting what's going on. This podcast will be out there out in the cloud, the web, whatever you want to call it, so people can use this as a record. And we're doing this restaurant bracket to kind of, get everybody's fears and let everybody kind of relax a little bit. So I hope you all enjoyed.
Good to have fun.
I hope you enjoyed our first round. Yes, exactly. We will be coming back next week, and unless they turn off the power or something, but we will be coming back next week, and we will be going into the Sweet 16 of the Restaurant Challenge. I hope you all enjoyed it. I want to thank the Tower Act for joining us, and check their articles out and all their good stuff. Follow them on Twitter. They will be updating in this very drought of sports times. And follow RedOUT. We talk about goofy stuff, and it's no telling what's
You guys are a part of the Tower Act too. We're not separate.
Oh yes, most definitely. But as always, guys, go Tops.
Go Tops.
Go Tops.
See you guys. Thank
That
you.
was fun.
See y'all.
Hey, not a problem. Glad to be here.
Yep, we'll
guys.
do it again next week. See ya.